Back to the exchange. Is social media the new smoking? We've been asking for 20 years, and now Surgeon General Vivek Murthy is advocating for warning labels on social media platforms in a recent New York Times op-ed, calling the mental health crisis among young people an emergency. Here's what Dr. Murphy told Squawk Box this morning.
What's happening right now is the equivalent of putting kids in cars with no safety features, putting them on roads with no speed limits, no traffic lights, no rules whatsoever, and saying, good luck. We hope it turns out okay. We can do better than that. We have put parents in an impossible situation to monitor a technology that they didn't grow up with, that's rapidly evolved, beyond which most of us would reasonably be able to manage. And we've told them that this is all on your shoulders.
For another perspective on this, let's bring in someone with their pulse on the finger of Gen Z and what's trending in that cohort. Casey Lewis is back. She's founder of the Gen Z Trends newsletter After School. Casey, it's great to see you. Welcome.
Thank you so much for having me back.
Do the comments from the Surgeon General echo the way that Gen Z and younger people feel about their own social media usage?
Yeah, I think there's an awareness among adults, among young people as well, that social media is toxic for us. We know this, but we also sort of can't live without it. We kind of can't operate. Our social lives are reliant on it in so many ways. And I think that's the tough part about all this whole thing is like, we need it.
And I think it's hard to make these distinctions, right? Because I look at the parents who themselves are struggling with the question of whether or not to let their kids have phones. And most of them opt to let them have them because they don't want them to be socially ostracized.
Yeah, and I think it's less about the screen and it's more about social media when it comes down to it. It's these platforms themselves that are causing so much anxiety and all these mental health issues versus the screen, the internet, certainly not all good, but I think it comes down to the social media platforms.
Can I ask you about that, though? Because when I hear people talk about the most difficult aspects, sometimes there's these group chat problems happen on things like Snapchat. Sometimes it's literally just group text messages. And, I mean, you look at it and you go, okay, so the issue is everyone has to have a phone so they can all be on the group text. They're all saying things in the group text maybe they don't need to be until midnight. Waking up first thing, they have 75 missed text messages. Maybe someone's had an insult back and forth. I mean, is that Instagram's fault? Is that Apple's fault? I mean, who can stand up and rectify a situation like that?
That's a really good question. I mean, the thing is, if Snapchat, if any of these platforms put a warning on them, will it change anything? No. Young people will just go to other platforms or, to your point, text, or maybe they'll turn to email, but the behavior itself is baked in. You're right that it's not the platform's fault. The platforms have sort of created this behavior, but the behavior is too far gone for the platforms to sort of roll it back now.
If we were to talk about kind of the trends that you see taking place amongst young people, maybe those who are now in their 20s and have had kind of a life experience fully with this, what are they? How are they reacting? What should we be on the lookout for in terms of their engagement with social media or media broadly, and what might be next?
I think we all need to have limits on our social media. We all have spent too much time scrolling through Instagram, and we know what happens with comparison. And, it can be any age. We all feel bad about these things. But when you're young and you don't have the sort of mental capacity to understand that comparison can really damage you. And, FOMO is a funny little acronym, but it also really hurts deep down when you realize you're missing out on something. I think that these platforms have changed the way that we view ourselves as social creatures. And whether you're 27 or 17 or 37, our lives are sort of irreversibly changed from these platforms.
Yes. I'm going to ask you the toughest question with the littlest amount of time left. But I always think once we get to the point of regulating or having the Surgeon General comment, like maybe the whole thing is over, right? Like, is Instagram over? Or do you think there's still a full multi-decade cycle here where people are going to have to grapple with these technologies?
I don't think they're going anywhere, TikTok included. I think that we're going to be grappling with these platforms for the foreseeable future, certainly.
Yeah, and that's, I'm going to watch Utah and other states where they say, you know what, maybe we'll just not let you on your phone at night. And that might be another way to come at the problem. Casey, for now, thanks. We appreciate it. We'll check back in soon.
Thank you so much for having me.
Casey Lewis, After School.